Hey everyone, you're with Tesla Tom. Thanks so much for joining us on Ludicrous Feed. Today there were two major announcements coming out of Tesla. Number one, the standard edition base model Tesla Model 3 will be available for sale in the US for $35,000. This is fantastic news, and this is a promise that Tesla made to its customers 2 or 3 years ago that the base model for their Model 3 will be available for $35,000. I predict that when it does come to Australia eventually, that base model will probably start around 55,000 Australian dollars, keeping it under the luxury car tax threshold. Great news and very compelling given that there will be no fuel, well, very little fuel or maintenance costs, and certainly will stack up against an equivalent internal combustion engine vehicle of a similar price. Now, because the base model is coming out, Tesla has had to make some adjustments, and they've announced that they will be shutting a lot of their stores worldwide. And you ask yourself, well, if they shut their stores and move their sales online, how are you going to test drive the car? Well, not all stores will be shut. There'll be some stores still available for you to come in and have a look at colors and all those kind of things. But to compensate for online sales, they've said a few things about buying your car online. Number one, you've got 7 days cooling down period to return your car. Number two, you're allowed to drive up to 1,000 miles before you return it. And number three, there is a $1,000 deposit, which is fully refundable within 7 days if you don't want to buy your car. So they're obviously hedging their bets that whoever puts down $1,000 to test drive a vehicle for 7 days, basically, are going to fall in love with the vehicle. Well, I decided to have a look at a map of Sydney and map out basically what 1,000 miles or what 500 miles would look like as a radius around Sydney, because assuming you'd have to drive the car back to Sydney to return the car. So let's have a look at this map right here. So a ring of 500 miles, which is about 800 kilometers, looks like this. As the crow flies, Brisbane up north, or Melbourne to the south, and of course to Canberra in between, and a lot of outback and country New South Wales as well. So that's as the crow flies, obviously, and you'll get less mileage with the roads, of course. Let's have a look at plugshare.com. Now, if you haven't ever looked at Plugshare, I suggest you do that, and have a look at what the infrastructure looks like in Australia for electric car charging. Okay, so this is what Plugshare looks like. And so everything orange you see on this map is basically a DC charger, which will get you at least 50 kilowatt or about 250 kilometers an hour worth of charging. Some of these are from the NRMA supercharging network. Some of these are from the Tesla supercharging network. And everything you see in green is an AC charger, so a little bit slower, a maximum of 22 kilowatts, which is about, say, 100 kilometers an hour, all the way down to a Type 1 charger, which is about 6 kilowatt, and that's about 30 kilometers an hour. So everything in between that, and the infrastructure is not bad. It's getting there in Australia, and of course all the way along our major roads there are chargers, and there are certainly more coming as well. So you could certainly use this deal from Tesla to test drive a vehicle for 7 days, drive within 1,000 miles or 1,600 kilometers. In a ring around Sydney, in that map I showed you, and return that car if you're not happy, and have a really good feel of what a Tesla is like to own. So I'm not sure when that refund policy is going to take effect, but that's certainly been announced by Tesla today. And look, anybody who's keen or game enough to do this, I would love to hear from you. Let me know, leave a comment below, or send me an email, ludicrousfeed98@gmail.com. Certainly sounds like an exciting adventure. 1,000 miles, 7 days, full refund if you're not happy. Let me know if you're going to do that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Looking forward to hearing from you what you think about the new Tesla Model 3, 35,000 US, and also about this new refund policy. Alright guys, take care of yourselves, and as always, happy charging. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being part of the energy revolution. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. Happy charging!